What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. Today we are jumping right into Historic with one of my favorite streamers decks. So if you watch Day 9, who obviously hosts quite a number of tournaments, but also is a well-known streamer and all that kind of stuff. He's a fantastic person in my opinion. I really enjoy his stream, very entertaining. And the other day, I was watching one of his streams and he made this mono black Hailfire deck. So the whole idea is to ramp up to a huge Torment of Hailfire and be able to win just straight off that. I'd love to make that happen. I have found in playtesting this deck, there are some issues with it that I have seen, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to try that today. Before we jump too far into this, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know a lot of us had Labor Day yesterday off, and so that's why no videos went up on Monday. I kind of took the holiday as well. Fantastic. I'm really glad I did, to be honest. It was nice to kind of have a day off and just kind of relax through the weekend. It turned out to be a much busier weekend than expected, but I hope everybody had a fantastic time. So anyway, also, we don't have music because I got a copyright claim, which is not a copyright strike. It's not a hit to the channel, but it just means I couldn't monetize that video, which was kind of lame. But anyway, here we are, guys, mono black. So obviously at the one drop slot, we've got Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is an obvious include for any black deck. It's such a powerful card. 1 mana, be able to pull pretty much anything from the hand as long as it's a non-land card. That's amazing. You do lose 2 life in that process, but more than worth it in the price to pay here to be able to keep your opponents off of maybe an optimal turn play or just a really, really big power play. So happy to have 4 of those. Torment of Hailfire is obviously the card we're trying to ramp to, so it's X and 2 black. You repeat this process X number of times, so each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. And what I have found is, generally speaking, this is a very, like, I'm either going to win or I'm not going to win, but I'm going to just do something cool anyway kind of card, where you can't quite get there with the X and can't make them lose, but you can do a lot of damage in the process. And so we may see ourselves like playing this at a time where it's not necessarily going to win us the game, but maybe help us get to the next turn where maybe we could try and do it again. But either way, this is a really, really powerful card. This sees a lot of play in things like Commander, multiplayer formats, because this does hit for each opponent, which is kind of ridiculous, but very, very good card. A lot of the deck is based off of ramp, so Mind Stone taps for 1, also can draw us a card. Guardian Idol taps for 1, but also can be a 2/2. Hedron Archive taps for 2 and can draw 2 cards. We've got Solemn here to be able to pull out a basic land and then draw us a card as well. Dreamstone Hedron can tap for 3 and then also draw for 3. And then, of course, on the keeping us alive front, we've got Extinction Event as a 4 of, and then Ugin at the top end to be able to either clear the board or just start shooting for 3 as we need. What's really cool with this deck, because we've got things like Cabal Stronghold, a lot of these little artifacts here that draw us some cards, so specifically the Mind Stone, the Hedron Archive, and the Dreamstone Hedron, are really, really nice because they obviously ramp you into things like an Ugin early, but if you can get a Stronghold down and later on just get tons and tons of lands, then you almost don't need these. You can tap all of your swamps as well as the Cabal Stronghold, to generate just tons of mana, draw a bunch of cards, and then still play a large Torment of Hailfire or a follow-up Ugin or whatever you need to do. So this is a very all-in deck. Chances are we're going to lose a lot, but we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to have fun doing it. I'm excited about it. I do have a number of decks lined up for Historic play, some of which are much better than others, but I was kind of playtesting a little bit this morning and just thought, you know, I want to get a lineup together so that way we can kind of try some different stuff out. I also have seen Turn 1 Soul Ring in particular suggested us a few decks, so I'm hoping that we'll get to play those soon as well. Ah, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Like I said, though, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. It was a nice time for us. My fiance and I kind of got a lot done. This is an interesting hand. We're going to keep it, but it's not good. We really want like another like 2 mana ramper, but it is what it is. We've got a turn 1 Thoughtseize. I can't turn that down. And that's good. Yeah, we actually got a lot done. Like, did some stuff around the house, which was awesome. Ooh. What is good here, to be honest? I think we take Rona. I think. think that's what we do. This is probably a weird like combo deck. Rona, I believe, has some combos. That is great. What's nice about this deck is you can kind of ramp into more ramp on the same turn later in the game. So, you know, you play a Mind Stone, then play Hedron, then, you know, do a bunch of other stuff. All really awesome. Sure. Okay. Well, that's very good. Let's go ahead and play Solemn here. Get to pull out a Swamp. Perfectly happy, obviously, to trade this Solemn off. It's kind of made to die here, so that's totally fine. Eventually we can get Ugin out here, and that's the idea. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, technically, if we'd like. Yeah, I mean, let's just do this. We'll pass. Alright. Feel pretty good. Obviously gonna take a hit here, I'm sure, but that's fine. This is very cool. This little, I'm assuming, combo. Very possible that we're able to just kind of win, though, very soon, hopefully. This is a really cool game. Or a really cool deck, excuse me. Hopefully, though, just Ugining for -4 just kind of wins us the game. I'm going to save ourselves the damage and draw a card here. If we can hit a land, that'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, take action. Okay, land is fantastic. All right, so let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we can do this. There we go. This is what I'm talking about, where you ramp into more ramp. Let's make sure we get everything, so -4. Worth noting, this does not hit the Surveyor. So they do still get a creature out, but could be a lot worse. That's good. Very nice. Again, we just have another Ugin, so don't super care about this, to be honest. We're going to exile this as well. Alright. This is the cool thing about this also, is that because we've got so many Ugins, we just can kind of do whatever. Let's do this. Let's play this. Let's play this. Let's see. 3? Go ahead and get both of those out there. I think we'll just go ahead and draw a card. Technically, we should probably wait till the end of the turn, but on the off chance that we were to get something we could have played, like another Mind Stone, it was worth it, I think, to give it a shot. All right, cool, got it. If they have another Oath, that's very good. Looks like they do not. Ooh, that's good. Okay, first things first. We're gonna do this. Get rid of that guy. Let's go ahead, play a Hedron, or a Dreamstone Hedron, excuse me. We get to do this. We'll play that. And this is what I'm talking about, where we just get to, nope, not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, let's do this. Perfect. All right, and we get to do this. And that's what I'm talking about, where we get to just do so much in one turn. And it's because most of it, obviously, is colorless. We just have the opportunity to go really, really far without having to do a ton. Oh, yes, please. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's attack first. Naturally. Let's chain these guys. Let's go ahead and do this, and let's do this. All right, so we're gonna do this for 25. And, oops, not 30. And hope they don't have a counter spell, which I don't think they do. They're a very creature-focused deck. All right, we win. We did it. that's what we're trying to do. That was kind of surprising. But that's great. That was the exact thing that we were looking to do. So I'm really glad that it worked at least once. So yeah, you can kind of see the power level of the deck, especially once you get into those late turns, where you just have so much to do. You get to ramp into more ramp, into an Ugin, and then follow that up with a Hailfire. And because of those strongholds, you don't have to hold on to these like artifact ramp cards, which allows you to draw more. And so it's a really nice play pattern. Obviously not perfect, we know that, but it is very fun. And I like that a lot. And again, I love Day 9. He's a fantastic streamer. He just got engaged also, which is kind of ridiculous. I didn't even know he was dating anybody. I'm a little slow to the party there, but I think that's awesome. So congratulations to Day 9. This is an homage to him. I like leading on the idol here, by the way. Generally, you know, Mindstone's a lot smoother, but this is actually a lot better in this instance. Let's do this. Let's do this. That way we can leave this idol up. Do have to be careful with the auto tapper with the idol. It's a little strange, not gonna lie. It doesn't really work all that well. But next turn we can play the Dreamstone Hedron, and then we've got Ugin, of course, to follow that up. So assuming we stay alive, we're in okay shape. Not to mention just Torment of Hailfire. Looks like they're probably just gonna blow up the idol. Sure. I'm just gonna let that resolve, I think. We don't really have much to do about it, to be honest, so I don't think it's worth trying anything. Just go ahead and auto pass. Okay. Well, let's do that. And we pass. Unfortunately, that does set us back on the Dreamstone Hedron, so it's gonna make it a little bit trickier to get to this, but we should be able to do okay here. Sure. This is very cool. I love Boss Recat. He's very good. Very, very good, in my opinion. Yeah, let's Stronghold. Let's Dreamstone Hedron. Kind of really have to hope they don't have another one of these Night of Autumns. That's kind of a big damaging card for us. Oh, mean. Yeah, dude, you got it. They're just having all the answers is the reality of it, but good for them. What do we want? No. Why is it? That's the kind of stuff that I don't like. Let's do that. Let's do that. We can Torment for 5, which is like fine. I'm gonna do that here, to be honest, just to like see what happens. At least get a little bit of damage in so they have to worry. If they take all of it, then next turn we could potentially win. That's part of why I'm doing this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can they just win off of a -2? I think they can. All they have to do is -2 here and they win. Oh, they didn't even have to -2. I'm dumb. They only had to do 1 damage. Alright, well, that's okay. I think we did leave ourselves the best possible out, though, because we could have played Ugin the following turn, assuming they wouldn't have just killed us, but obviously they had all the tools in the world to do so. So, let's go ahead and jump into Game 3 with Day 9's Mono Black Hailfire deck. Again, really love this one. It's a bit of a jank deck. We know that going into it, but we're all about having some fun here at It Resolves, so not looking to do the most competitive thing every time. All right, do we keep? I'm gonna keep. It's not great, but we're gonna try it. The Torment of Hailfire, as well as the Ugin. The Ugin actually is kind of fine to have in your opening hand, just because, you know, eventually you're gonna want that more so than the Hailfire, but the Hailfire is a little tricky because you kind of want to stabilize before you play this. If you get them to a point where they don't have anything on board, excuse me, and they have very few cards in hand, then the Hailfire becomes much more effective at winning the game. But either way, obviously, it's a powerful card. You can see, though, it's a little bit like that last game. You don't always have the most opportune time to play it. And I think that's kind of the big problem with Torment of Hailfire. It's not a bad card. No, by any means is it. It's definitely not a bad card. But it's just a little bit trickier in these best of one games in particular where, you know, there are other things that might be a little bit better. Do we just play Solemn? No, I kind of like the idea of Thoughtseizing here, to be honest. Definitely going to take Clothis, and we'll pass. We get to leave up the idol here, so I'm not mad about not playing Solemn on time there. But Clothis is definitely a very frustrating card, without a doubt. So I'm happy to get rid of that, and that obviously leaves not much to do in their hand. Crushing Canopy is obviously there, so we could take a hit for doing that. But, you know, I think it's okay. I think it's the best thing we could have done. You got to Thoughtseize early, just to be able to pull out these really key cards. And worth noting, this is instant speed, so they could do this. Is this... Oh, I'm sorry. Crushing Canopy, I'm thinking enchantments. It can't hit artifacts, so we don't even have to worry about this. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they just got a bunch of pump spells. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I want to thank everybody also for entering our Zendikar Rising giveaway. So we've got that going on this month. Really excited about it because I do think that, you know, it's a fantastic opportunity to be able to give some stuff away. We're fortunate that we've got enough support that's on the table for us. Obviously, for a small YouTube channel, that's not necessarily the norm. At least not like larger scale giveaways. And so it's really awesome to be able to do that and be able to give back to the people that not only support us, but are just a part of the Magic community. I mean, let's take the bigger picture look of, you know, yeah, it's great to support our channel. More importantly, though, it's great to support the game, because without the game, one, none of us would have this common ground to be able to talk and hang out and enjoy. But two, the channel wouldn't even happen. So I really do appreciate that everybody takes the opportunity to enter. And if you would like to enter, we are choosing the winner on the 28th of September. So you've got pretty much the entire month. But if you'd like to enter, you certainly can. We've got all you've got to do is subscribe to the channel and then comment on any video. It doesn't matter which one, any video at all, with hashtag Zendikar. And if you do that, you are entered to win. And again, I really appreciate the support on that. It means a lot, guys. Thank you so much. All right. I do think that was the best opportunity there. And what's great about this is they've got a lot of these little pump spells, but those don't matter against an Ugin. And in fact, we only have to minus for like 2 for this to really do anything. So I'm perfectly happy with taking some damage here. We are going to take some damage here, no doubt. They can just Colossus this and do lots and lots of damage. Oh, they're not. Okay, fair enough. Get to draw our card here. Really, really happy that we did play the Thoughtseize, because that Clothis would have been a rough beating. Perfect. Do you think we can get him to concede here? We might be able to. We're doing it. We only have to hit for 3. Gets rid of all of their stuff. All right. Feeling pretty good about that. Hopefully they didn't draw like another creature. And it looks like they didn't. Okay, well, there we go. We got a second win. Wow, okay, well, that was relatively quick. For what this deck is, I thought it would take a bit longer. But overall, 2-1 so far with this Hailfire deck, and I'm really loving it. And I think really what we're seeing more so than Hailfire is the power of Ugin. Being able to ramp into it significantly earlier is really, really nice. And then that Hailfire is kind of your backup plan. So either way, though, really enjoying the deck. Hopefully you guys are as well. Make sure to enter that giveaway if you are not already. We really would appreciate it. And again, thank you guys for just supporting the channel and being a part of this community. It means a lot to us. It really, really does. So thank you very much. And stay tuned very soon. We will jump into 3 more games with this deck and hopefully get at least a couple more wins with it. And thank you again to Day9, who created the decks. So thank you to him. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you very soon for part 2.